Hi everyone! This is going to be a video for the sign of Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I feel like relationships and communication in general, Sagittarius, I feel like is really difficult right now for you guys, especially depending on where you guys might have Sagittarius placed in your chart. I'm just like being pulled to like communications. Like there's something with communications that might be kind of complex in some way, shape, and form, or like it's like some type of like a resistance going on in communication. The good thing is that your first card out is the Sun card, so you have a lot of positivity coming your way. You have a lot of happier times coming towards you. You could be spending more time with your family, your friends. You could be spending time outside. I'm not quite ready to take these cards yet, but this is interesting. The Three of Wands. I feel like you've been waiting for something to come through. Whatever it is that you've been waiting for, it's gonna come through. Like, I'm just seeing almost kind of like you get like it's like a package being delivered, or like you're getting some type of like a gift, or like there's something that's coming like right to you. Like, I don't know what that means, but it could be like a gift, a message, like something coming to like your doorstep, or like it's like you don't even have to do anything, like it's coming to you type of energy. So I feel like there was a lot of like turmoil and transformative heavier energies that you were in the process of like working through, and I feel like as you've done that work, like you're being rewarded for it quickly. That's crazy. Okay, so the Three of Wands came out again, so that's really interesting. Because I just shuffled it and it came back out. Yeah, like I said, like something's coming in. Long awaited. Like something's like long awaited. Like it's like being paid off. Like you're being rewarded. There's also a message coming through, like for somebody specifically who connects with this, your ancestors, or for those of you who connect with this, like your ancestors are here. Like they see what's going on. There's some type of illumination might be brought to you. Like your crown chakra might actually open. But it's like something like being brought to you through like a message, and you might get that message from like an ancestor, like in your dreams, or like during a meditation or something, or like a visit, you know what I'm saying? Like that's for a specific group. Something is being balanced out, being juggled as well. I feel like there's a process of something being brought together, but then there's also a process of like two people choosing to work together or coming together. Because the Two of Pentacles for me always takes on a couple different meanings depending on what the other energies are around it. So I'm just going to keep going and see what else I get. So I have the Death card here. I'm seeing like a train station, and it's like being at the train station, like something coming, like I'm hearing like a train whistle. That's interesting. Like something is being brought together, and it had to like transform, but it's like long awaited. But it's being balanced out, and I don't know if you feel like you're juggling, or if you feel like you're multitasking, or you feel like you have to multitask, but there's like a lot going on around you or something like that. Like, but I feel like it's like two people coming together. Somebody might offer you some type of a solution or like advice or something. And it's quick, like something's coming in very quick. But something's being transformed too. But be careful though, because I do see like just be careful. There's like, I hate when I get these energies sometimes, because it's like, I don't want to make anybody paranoid, but just be careful who you're putting your energy into, because there's a snake like around, or like there's something like around, like just be careful. But I don't think it's gonna really bother you, or I don't think this person's really gonna impact you, or this energy is gonna impact you. It's more or less just around. So it could be around with like other people around you. If like, it's like an energy where it's just kind of like, be careful who you're talking to, be careful who you're spending time with. Just watch the energy exchanges there, because it's like, you know, like false mask type of situations where like people might not be 100% like supportive of you, or supportive of what you're doing, and it's like kind of like that falseness where it's like they say that they're, you know, like they're there and they support you, but there's something else going on in the background, and you might be able to feel it, especially if you're super empathic. Like, you might already be able to pick up on it, and it's like, oh, I know exactly what that is. It's like something off-putting, but I don't really think that it has any effect on what's going on in your circumstance. I think it's just around you. So it might be like family related, or like friend related, close friend related. You guys might be having headaches too, like sinus pressure headaches. There's something very fertile about like whatever's about to take place. So that's kind of like a little pregnancy thing. Like, if you're not trying to get pregnant, like, be cautious. But something's healing. So I feel like you're giving birth to something new. If you're not actually pregnant and you're giving actual birth, then you might be giving birth to like a creative project, or something new that you want to go after and do. But this has been a process. But see, there's a decision that needs to be made. At some point in time, you're going to like have a decision that it might pop up, where it's like you have to pick something, and it's like you're not too excited about this decision. It kind of makes you feel very in your emotions. Like, very, very much well in your emotions. Like, so, like, either you or the person you're connecting with, if this is about somebody who you know, they're very deep in their emotions. Might even be like very regretful, but it's like needing to pick a path, but being guarded, not wanting to communicate, or being careful about what you say. But like, there's a sadness here. But see, the good thing is that the Sun card's here, so it's like this is in the process of being out. So you might actually be coming out of this energy, this Five of Cups energy, and you might be stepping more into this like, okay, I need to make a decision energy. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're stepping away from the sadness, and you're like, okay, this wasn't emotionally fulfilling for me. This wasn't something that made me happy. It didn't fulfill me. It didn't make me feel excited. It took away a lot of my energy, you know, whatever it might have been. But it's being able to come to a crossroads about it, being able to like say like, okay, I have to make a decision, but it's like, be careful like what you say or what you do. It's like, I feel like silence is key here. Like, maybe quietly, like there's something about quietly making moves, because something's coming in for you, but I don't know what it means to be quiet. Like, maybe there's a situation that like makes you very highly emotional, like your response is very emotional, and they're saying like, temper that, like, don't like freak out and like say a bunch of shit on social media or something like that, you know what I mean? Just quietly, just like deal with it in a different way, in a healthier way. And I feel like that's like, I don't know, like that's kind of the message that I'm getting, so I hope that makes sense. I'm doing my best to put this in words because I'm being hit with a lot. Yeah, there was some serious heartbreak that took place. Like, you felt completely, totally stabbed in the back, or like this person felt totally stabbed in the back, or you both felt really stabbed in the back. And there's something that's, it's, hold on a second. Being told to move this. So, I feel like something's coming in to kind of pull you out of this energy. If you're in this energy of where you're like, you're sad, you're upset about something went down, and it's like, whoa, like, why did this have to happen like this? Like, you feel really stabbed in the back, you're really upset. Like, could have found out that somebody was in a third-party situation, or you were dealing with a third-party situation. Like, I do see that here. But it's like the ending of that. So, like, you could have been dealing with somebody who was juggling multiple people, and you were one of them. You see what I mean? And I feel like this person like knew that they could like get around it because like you were preoccupied by something else that took place. Like you could have been distracted by like maybe something was going on in your family or something was going on in your life. Like you were busy enough to where like this person felt like they could maneuver around this situation, and the result was, you know, they were juggling. But I feel like something's coming in though that's going to help pull you out of this energy. If you're in this energy, you know, take it or leave it. Yeah, because you're going to get clarity in a situation, and it's like you're coming out of confusion, you're coming out of sadness, you're coming out of like disappointment and like, you know, feeling like woe, not like woe is me, but like this is very like somber energy. Like just very quiet, somber, you know? And see, that's great. Like you go right to from the Seven of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. So that's really good because you're coming out of this energy, and it's like you're going to see something clearly, and it's going to be something about happiness, like what about whether it is like you get like a glimpse where you're like, wow, I don't have to, you know, like there's so much more out there for me, and it's like you're seeing all of your options, and you're like, I'm going to go for what is my happy, like I'm going to go do this. And you're stepping into this Nine of Pentacles energy. Like you turn right around after being in this Three of Swords to being like completely independent. Like it's like you're back when you're A game. So I feel like if you are in the middle of this energy, you're going to snap back out of it. And I do feel like there's a lot of anxiety around the situation. Like you might not like know what's going down, but just like relax and just kind of flow. You know, that's like the best advice that I can give is just flow with it. And you know, just surrender and just say like, hey, like it is what it is, and trust the process. So the High Priestess, like like I don't mean to laugh, I'm sorry, it's just kind of how I respond to like energy sometimes. It's, you know what I'm saying, like follow your intuition, because I kind of feel like you already knew that this was coming, or I kind of feel like you already knew that something like this was going to get, like something tells me that you saw something coming, and like you didn't, like maybe you didn't want to believe that it happened, like it was going to happen, because obviously like nobody wants to say like, oh my god, this is the worst case scenario. No, like nobody wants to jump to conclusions like that. But it's like you kind of can say to yourself like, okay, like this isn't surprising, or like maybe I saw this coming, or like I saw signs of this. And it's good because you have the Nine of Pentacles and then you have the Ace of Pentacles, so that tells me that you might have experienced, like you experienced some type of ending, but like this is also like a very new beginning, which is great. So let me actually jump into this deck a little bit. And it's crazy because I'm not getting like a specific energy, like it's just not masculine, not feminine, it's just like this is a basic energy that I see here, which is kind of crazy because the last series of readings that I did, it was split between masculine and feminine. And now it's not coming out like that. I feel like whatever you're about to step into, whatever you're about to step into is going to be really positive. Two of Wands came out again. So yeah, it's like needing to make that decision, but I feel like you're in the process of opening something up. You're seeing something clearly. It's like you're seeing the right path, believe it or not. It might not feel like it, but you do. You are, I should say, you are seeing it. Like that's a lot of color in this card. You know what I mean? It's like you're seeing the positive sides of things. You're seeing the positive side of something. High Priestess came out again. So, and the Moon. So with the Father of Swords, so you could have been dealing with somebody who is very direct, very sharp with their words. But I also feel like this is now your energy, where it's like you're coming out of feeling anxious. You're coming out of a time period of where you've actually been healing, and you're stepping away from that anxiety. You're stepping away from feeling like you are helpless. You're stepping into thinking about something clearly, being logical about something, making a decision, being able to clearly communicate. And it's like you get the Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers here. So that's really great energy, in my opinion. I feel like somebody's going to come into, I feel like somebody's about to present themselves. Like, I don't know why, but it's kind of like, I feel like somebody's going to present themselves and you're going to be able to figure it out. Because I feel like you've moved away from energies that were very argumentative, and I feel like it wasn't fulfilling to you. It's like you invested in it, but it's like you weren't feeling nurtured, or like you weren't feeling like you could communicate with this person. Like, it just wasn't working out in your favor. So it, like, from your perspective, like me reading the energy from, say, you, the viewer perspective here, it feels like whatever you were involved in, it wasn't fulfilling you emotionally, it wasn't nurturing you, it wasn't doing that. It was actually causing a lot of chaos, and I do feel like there was a lot of juggling going on. And it's like deep down you knew it wasn't fulfilling. It's like you wanted it to work, but again, it's kind of like that concept of making sure that you don't, like, create this illusion of, like, a person and be like, oh, this is the potential of what it could be. Like, when the person says, like, oh, this is where I'm at, like, it's like, this is where they're at. Like, don't, like, I'm trying to put it into words where, like, don't get caught up in the potential of what it could be, but, like, look at it for where it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this person for, like, where they are, like, right now in the current moment. Like, not with the potential of where it could be, but with right now in the current moment. I feel like you did that, but I feel like it was really hard to do in the process of it, because it was a lot of uncertainty, like, it just a lot of anxiety, and it's like you're finally getting out of that energy, you're finally moving away from it, there's healing that's taking place. You know, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. I personally, from a reader's perspective, feel like there's going to be something right around the corner that's going to be more your speed, more more fulfilling, more direct, more communication. Like, listen to your intuition, focus on yourself. There are things going on in the background that you might not be aware of. You know, enjoy independence right now. If this is, you know, if this resonates for you, enjoy the independence and the freedom that you have to be independent. Like, you know, take the swords out and just let them go. Walk away from it. Listen to your intuition too, because I feel like there's something spiritual going on in your life anyway. Like, I feel like you're going through some type of spiritual awakening, or some type of, like, spiritual process, or, like, spiritual education. And it's like, dive deeper into that. Maybe focus more on spirituality, explore different things. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like there's a lot going on in that area for people. So I feel like, you know, with this double High Priestess, is kind of like, you know, really tap into your intuition, really tap into your inner wisdom, your higher self, tap into meditation, like, do things that make you feel more connected, do things that make you feel happy, do things that nurture yourself, because I feel like something's right around the corner. And it kind of ties back with what I was saying earlier in the read, where it's like a gift, or like something just kind of pops up on your doorstep, or it's just kind of like right in front of you. And, you know, I hate this, you know, sound cliche, but it's when you least expect it type of deal, you know. So I spilled water on myself. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, that's honestly what I got, Sagittarius. So I hope that this helps, and I'm gonna do the other fire sign, so I'll be back. But thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for the likes, shares, and comments. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, it means a lot to me. So I'll be back.